Hello everyone. Happy New Year to one and all. So for UPSC aspirants, there is no new year. Even though we celebrate, there will be always a thinking on what to achieve in this year. So to help you out with this, in this strategy video for prelims, we will be focusing more on how exactly we are going to crack prelims, right? So we know the date. And we need to do this at any cost. This video is dedicated to serious aspirants, guys, who are completed with coaching and they are focusing on cracking this exam. And if you people are thinking, sir, I'm still in coaching, but I want to see how the exam is and all, it might not be possible for you to follow what strategy that I'm trying to tell. Those people who have given 2 to 3 times, those people who are giving first time, but their coaching is completed, this strategy will be extremely helpful for you. Six. This core strategy here is 60 days plus, go for 50 days plus go for 30 days. That is till Feb end. April 20 and last 30 days. What are you going to do in this time period determines whether you are in the list or not. Everyone wants to give you shortcuts, guys, but trust me, if there are 100 people being selected, not even 1% is selected because of the shortcuts. But a person who has clarity of thought, he will be in the list, even though by fluke he clears prelims. So please trust me, there is no substitute for hard work. I can help you pass through the passage, but the point is I can't tell, I will only drag you from the other side. Many people are going for these shortcuts by listening to last minute revision classes in December itself. If you are revising today, what will you do in the next 3 to 4 months? How exactly are you going to plan? How exactly are you going to crack? That is the fundamental problem which students are not understanding. Okay, I'll go listen to class. I will listen to some videos. Okay, they will tell what is important. Will I read only what is important now? Then when will I read what is not important? Because no one knows what is important and what is not important. Right? No one knows what is important and what is not important. So if a faculty is telling you that these topics are important today, and if you are trying to by heart it today itself, what if it doesn't come? Your attempt is gone. And just cross-check yourself. Thousands of people attend such things, and how many are in the list? So this is where a student should basically understand there is no substitute for hard work until and unless you cover the syllabus thoroughly, at least 3 revisions. First revision should be completed by this time. Second revision must be completed by this time. Third revision must be completed by this time. Okay? So in this 2 hours of CSAT mandatorily should keep it aside. And if you ask me, if someone can sit in between 2:30 and 4:30 and practice CSAT, nothing can stop him from clearing CSAT. 5 months is that every day, you can go for 3 parts, 3 months, right? Reasoning you practice first because it would be easier. Okay, then you go for aptitude and then go for English. It's up to you, right? But one month each, even if you give, after that, again, I want you to practice. So keep practicing 2:30 to 4:30 for next 140 days. There is no substitute for this. 1 hour of newspapers. Sir, at this point, when we have magazines, should we read newspaper? Yes. Why? I'll tell you. 40 years of Bhopal gas tragedy. Okay? 40 years of Bhopal gas tragedy. 20 years of tsunami. Pokhran testing. 50 years. You also have NSG group. 50 years. I did not see even a single magazine covering these aspects. I don't know if they will cover these aspects. If you are a sincere student who is reading, these things, definitely you will be in the list. Okay. And government reports will come. There is a report on pollution. Every year, pollution-based report will come and one question is asked from that. And trust me, Hindu newspaper is much better if you read directly rather than reading something else. So 1 hour of newspaper, even if you miss editorials, it's fine. Okay. Even without editorials, I am fine with it. But 1 hour of newspaper is mandatory. You cannot compromise on this at all. Fine. Sir, my time is wasted and all. Fine. Skip this. I'm telling from prelims point of view. Again, during mains, you need to read this. Cut and keep it separately. You need to read later. Okay. 3 hours done. Then you have 7 hours. I'm giving a plan of 10 hours. You won't read more than 10 hours. That's for sure. Okay. So even if you read more than 10 hours, one day you may read, another day you will leave. So balance that. For me, I want you to divide it into 2 sessions. 2.5 hours, 3.5 hours and 3.5 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours, it's up to you. Okay. In one session for next 60 days. Okay. One session next 60 days, I want you to focus on modern history, polity, economy, geography. These 4 subjects, at least one revision, okay? At least one revision, including NCERT books. Okay, at least one revision, including NCERT books. Mandatory. In the second session, please remember from these 4, approximately 50 to 55 questions will come. Okay, 50 to 55 questions will come easily. Second session is science and technology, environment and ecology, art and culture, ancient and medieval. Rest all I'll put under miscellaneous. All current affairs, IR and all comes under miscellaneous. This you will get another 40 to 45. And all these are factual. All these are factual. And if you read them thoroughly, it helps in covering current affairs also. Okay. These areas Trust me, you see this. If I give you time, next 60 days, you take any test series you take. Sir, my test series schedule is different. Fine. But what you do, these subjects you jumble up. Okay, you jumble up. And I don't want you to study only polity throughout the day, economy throughout the day. I will do for 2 days, 3 days. Trust me, by doing this only, you will finish off 60 days. Next to 2 months, majority of the people will complete this only. And when it comes to science and technology, no one will give 15-20 days for science and technology, 2 to 3 days maximum. That too, maximum they see and they bring. Environment and ecology, no one will study for 10 to 15 days. They just want to complete it in 3 or 4 days, maximum 5 days. But remember, there is equal weightage for environment and ecology and geography. If you are not mixing and matching it, then you may be good in this. However you perform in this, okay, however you perform in this, you will not be able to cross 40 plus. Trust me. However good you are, 40 plus in this is out of 50, 55 is difficult. Okay, you even polity, sir, I'm teacher of polity. Okay, I'm teacher of geography. You give me 20 questions in geography. At that time, in the examination hall, with pressure, I will be able to do 16 correct. Not 20 out of 20. Trust me. So, nothing can be done thoroughly by anyone. So, please don't come to conclusions that 50 to 55, I will finish off and I'll clear cut off. No. And remember this, in this, hardly you will be able to do 20 plus. Because this is the most difficult part as facts are there. Okay, now, this NCERT is mandatory. Complete it. Don't focus on current affairs in the first 60 days. It's fine. First 60 days, focus on NCERT and this. Here, you focus on current affairs of these topics specifically. So take science and technology. From June till December, you keep only science and tech and read. And I just want you to do one thing. What? For example, India has tested supersonic missile. Rather than reading from a magazine, my request to you is if you just type it, like, go to incognito and type. Don't type supersonic UPSC. Okay, incognito and type supersonic missile of India. If you get DRDO website, India.org website, like, just see some additional information. So what will we do for 60 days these subjects? My point is, take every topic, do a little research. Don't go to greater depth. Do a little research. Go to websites. Read first 2 or 3 paragraphs. That's more than enough. Wetlands are there, environment and ecology. Sit with it. Okay, see wetlands website and check why this place is given in Ramsar Convention. Rather than referring to magazine, do some little research so that you will be fresh, you will be happy, you will get more knowledge as well. Preferably, like, do this in the morning session. CSAT will be there, and then you will have evening session. Spend some time, revise in the night, and then continue. First 60 days, I'm telling you. This is extremely important. And second, like, let us take next 50 days. Okay, next 50 days, 3.5 hours again for your modern history, polity, economy, geography. At this time, speed increases because you have already read, but read weak areas first. Okay, read weak areas first. How do I know which is weak area? So what you should do is, first take test. Okay, first itself you take test. Let's say polity. I will write polity test of 100 questions, full length. Okay, polity test full length, 100 questions I'll take. And what will I do? I will identify all my weak areas. So which areas without preparation I am able to answer? Constitutional bodies, non-constitutional bodies, I am not able to answer. Okay, that is my weak area. How to remember? Amendments is my weak area. How to remember? So, first take a test and then you go with this. Then what happens? All your weak areas, you will keep preparing strongly. Don't again start with Acha polity, I will open Lakshmikant and read. No. Weak areas, stress more and do. Plus, I want you to do current affairs. Now, what you will do? June onwards, you take magazines, read all the current affairs. Don't do PT 365. Read original magazine itself. Hardly 10 articles will be there. If you go with current affairs, what is going to happen? It's very easy. You already know the static, current affairs would be easy and you can remember easily as well. And another 2.5 hours you give for science and technology, environment and ecology, art and culture, ancient and medieval. And for this, okay, you see some NCERT books plus MCQs. Okay, so what I would say, take at least 300 questions. The meaning, science and technology, 3 different institutions. Okay, 3 different institutions. You take 100 questions, full length papers. Now, what is the use of it? If a topic is repeated in all, that means it is important. Science and technology, factual data, right? Factual data, whatever book you read at any point of time, you won't be satisfied. So if you solve more number of questions, you will be more satisfied. So that is very important when it comes to next 50 days, because you read them. Factual data, you read. Again, if you read, it's of no use. So what do? Solve MCQs. Sir, I didn't knew this topic at all. This is a new topic. Okay, see explanation. Try to remember the explanation. That's how you will do this particular thing in the next 50 days. Okay? After doing all this, last 30-35 days, let's say last 30 days, every day test or practice at least 50 MCQs. 50 MCQs. And then revise everything once. Take 4 mocks. That too, ensure, like 9:30 to 11:30 GS is there. Don't attend GS and come off. No movies, nothing on those days. 2:30 to 4:30. Practice this particular thing in a proper manner, guys. Everything is in your control. Current affairs, like we will provide mentorship, amendments which are important, articles which are important, how to remember parts, we will help. But that is only some basics. But overall, you should do this. Okay. Meanwhile, watch our videos, follow us. We will be giving you current affairs and all. But along with this type of planning, at least roughly, if you can have 3 revisions, if you can do, trust me, you will be in the list. And remember, not everyone does it. And I have seen. I have written to people and I have given. Even then, people will have their own issues. Festival is coming. Like, Republic Day will be there. We want to enjoy. Movies will come. It's too far. It's too early. Lot of things will come. People won't go. And guys, reading early, that is like, within 3 months, I will finish off. And if you don't read in the last 1 to 2 months, they will also fail. I have seen that. If you don't revise, you are not in the list. You ask anyone who is not in the list, one of the basic reason what they tell is lack of revision. Don't be a person who give complaint. Be a person who tell how to clear by your own experience. Fine. I hope it was helpful. Please follow our channel, and if you have any doubts, you can contact us on our following. Thank you.